Now, the other one I've been working on, I've only started working on this today. Mikey doesn't have access to, so I'm gonna have to share my screen.
And
So let me
so when you see the frame rate drop, that's
oops,
because we're sharing
I just
screens.
closed YouTube. I hope there's no comments. Let me open this and then put it in the right place and then share my screen with Michael.
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen as well, just for bandwidth.
Here we go. All right.
Awesome. So that's out of the way. And
Share my screen. Ha 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 ha.
right, let's switch it over. Yes.
Okay. I did say we're not using any of the old games. This isn't a new game. This is Toucan Kickabout. Um, and it actually has a rather lovely had a rather lovely moment while doing it. This is just let's make a fun local multiplayer 3D game. We're going to introduce 3D. We're going to introduce world environments and other fun things. This is just a simple moving spotlight in a black environment. There's no goal yet. The characters aren't animated yet, but kinematic bodies can now interact properly with rigid bodies. That might not sound like a big deal, but beforehand in Godot 3, if a kinematic body hits a rigid body, they don't move. That predictability is built in, right? You don't want things to move on a kinematic body unless you tell it to move. But they had a workaround, something called infinite inertia. If you switch on infinite inertia, you could walk um, your character into a table, and the table would fly across the room at top speed because it had infinite inertia. They removed infinite inertia from God of War. I didn't know that until just before this. I was like, I want to show that we're going to do some 3D content. Let's just show the beginning to the next game so they can get the feel of what it's going to be like. I do want to have more than two characters. I do want them animated, maybe made in Blender um, and animated there. I don't know. Maybe we'll animate them ourselves. Bible, the collision ball is way too small. I'm going to stop sharing my screen.
I'll bring
Okay.
us back. There we go.
I'm going to stop sharing my screen.
So yeah,
Did I
there's,
stop sharing it?
as we say, we're right at the very early concepting stage of putting things together. We've got the early syllabus pretty much thought out
Oh, wait.
and
No, I
towards
didn't
the
want to
end.
stop sharing my screen. I'm an
What,
idiot.
what did you want to do?
I wanted to show what's here instead of um, infinite inertia. Let me try that again. Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Yes, sure. I will put
Okay,
you back on.
this is really cool. I am so happy. I did not know God of War was doing this. One-way collision mask. Yeah, and
What is a
what does that
one-way
mean?
collision
I hear you
mask?
saying to yourself, which is a weird thing to say to yourself, but that's fine. Okay, I have put Tuki and Tuki 2. I haven't named Tuki 2 yet. Probably make it a different character. We might have all of the characters. I don't know. Are on a collision layer. They are on collision layer 2. I haven't named the collision layers yet. And they can interact with 1, which is the scenery, and 2. But the ball is on collision layer 3. The player is not interacting with 3, but the ball is interacting with the player. So the player isn't stopping because the player hasn't hit anything that makes it want to stop. The ball registers a hit, and so it moves. That
Nice.
is such a lovely solution. I am so happy they put that in. I can't even. Like my ability to even is completely broken. I can barely even odd. Okay, now I'm going to stop sharing my screen and reopen thingy. Wait, where's my mouse? There it is.
Hopefully in your hand. Let me bring us back. There we go. So yes, that is coming along absolutely brilliantly, and I really like the beginning journey that we've got so far. It being able to take, and it will be for total beginners. I think that's important to say. So if you've taken discovering Godot, it'd be more like a journey of discovering what's
Yep.
new in Godot 4 and taking it from the basics again. And if you're,
And what we've learnt
yeah,
from a few years of being Canopy Games and having our own style and stuff, we have some
yeah,
questions. Mikey, would you
oh,
like to read the questions and I'll pretend they're from you? I mean,
I
they're not from you, they're from
I don't
students, but
see any questions.
okay. Square Peg. Got a question. Do you plan on covering the new multiplayer system of this or in a future course? Maybe in a future course. Um, I like working with multiplayer.
Hmm.
It's really tricky. Like It's tricky to work with. It's really easy to get confused, but breaking it down into teachable concepts in an online series of videos is tricky. So I'm not going to promise that. I do want to do it. I don't think it'll be part of this course because that's really intermediate into advanced rather than beginner to intermediate.
Yeah.
But maybe, like,
Well,
we'll see. I'll have to play with it.
so the game you just saw, Two Can Kick About, then that is local multiplayer. So there will be some
Yes.
elements of multiplayer in the Goddo for Everyone
But
course.
not using the new net system and,
No.
and so on. Mad Tinker says interesting, which is not a question, but I think it's interesting too. So I thought I'd say that. Mikey, are you still sharing your screen with me?
I am not. No.
Then why do I see it?
Do you see yourself and me?
And
No.
Juros89. Oops, I forgot this started 20 minutes ago. Hi, welcome. There it goes. It's gone now.
Okay. You have to push that button twice.